What's there? Yo, back again with another review. This time you'll have to excuse me while I just go and pick this thing up. Back in 2 minutes. Yes, come on. Quick. So, here we go. Oh, excuse me, that wasn't me, that was the bench. But here we are with a review. So, the review for the Carp Royal. So this is a bait boat. I'll tell you how I came to get the bait boat shortly, but for now, I'll take it out and show you. This company called Carp Royal. Oh, it's bigger than I thought it was, to be fair. So, looks like everything's in here. So this is the Carp Royal, and this is the Baron. So we've got the high-powered batteries. 2 of those. I'm so glad I've come across one of these finally. Plug in 2 USBs, also European plug adapters as well. Just a single plug-in, absolute bonus. So I'll just pop these up here. Oh. The charger, the European charger, and the aerial. Whoosh! Put that down there. So, Carp Royal, this is the Baron. There are a few other bait boats that Carp Royal do. The Baron is one. I think the King is probably the biggest one that they do. I think that comes with like a 5 kilo hopper on it. This is a 2.5 kilo hopper. I mean, as you can see, this is ginormous anyway. This is one of the smallest boats they do. So first impression is really good. Rubber all the way around, so it's good for banging. If you bang into anything, 2 powerful motors, they look really good. And this one's got the built-in sonar as well. It does have a screen, which I'll show you the quick, but I will. Don't know if. Assuming that's just to stand up. Yeah, that's correct. So I'm not sure if there's any charge on this. There probably won't be. Oh, there is. So we're up and running. So we've got GPS. I don't know if you find that. So on this one we've got a GPS. Oh, the battery's flat. This model we've currently got here has a GPS on it. I think it's up to, I will go through this properly, but for now I just want to show you what it was. It does have, I think, up to 30 GPS locations you can go, as well as return to home. It returns to home if the battery's low. It's also got a fish finder, depth finder, contour and stuff like that. Unfortunately, it doesn't actually give you a coloured display. It's only black and white, but it is apparently quite detailed. Most of you know I've currently got the Ridge Monkey one, the Ridge Monkey Echo 750 Echo, which is a great little boat for its money. I think this retails at about £1,000. So we will get this all up and loaded, fully charged, and we'll take it down to a lake at some point and do a full review on it. I'll show you some of the features as well. But for now, yes, that is the Carp Royal Baron. And this is from a company called Carp Royal. So just give them a quick check if you're after a bait boat. They are probably one of the leading ones that you can get at the minute. It's a beast. I can't get over how big it is. I'll even get my Hunter out and show you the difference in that and the Hunter. It's a beast. But yeah, well, let's get this down to a lake and we'll go from there. How are you doing, guys? So just down the lake. Apologies about the wind if you can hear the wind, which I'm sure you can. Currently just calibrating the boat, which it's doing now. I've currently calibrated the handset, which is dead easy. I'll talk about that on a fishing trip. And the boat's calibrating itself as we speak, which is doing circles in one way, circles in another way, as it's shown on the handset. So that's it done now. So we'll go to the fish finder. Let's set the fish finder up. Fish finder we're on, so that's fine. We'll exit that. So this boat is just plug and play, take it out of the box, and it's good. So currently got the echo on there as well. Look, if you can see the echo. Turn the light off. Let's just go into this area. So we've got an echo there, also that measures the feet, water temperature. It's got a compass on the boat as well. Also shows you the hoppers. So we'll just do a few tests with this. So steering's quite good. As you can see, the water's quite choppy today. I will say this about the boat: it's very heavy when it's loaded up with the batteries. The batteries that come with this boat are the bigger batteries, coming a 5, a 10 and a 12 amp hour. I think these are 12 amp hour. I'll touch on that another time. For now, I'm just going to try and find out where things are. So this does come with an autopilot, which I do believe we can go into the autopilot, which is not that button, not that button, not that button. So this button here, and it gives us an option there to store our home. So what I'm going to do is hold that for 3 seconds. That is the home button completely off. So I can now set this to my own home spot, which I'm going to mark out as here. And I'll bring the longitude and latitude up of that spot there. And I'm going to now set that, hold the button down, that'll turn black. Sorry, hold the OK button down, that'll turn black. Maybe not. Sorry, press the button once. Set the button once. So that should be my home spot. We know it's done. So we're now going to move to a different spot, which I'm going to just pretend that I've put my bait out by, let's go for the, let's find a feature. Let's go towards the island. So even though these waves are quite big, it is actually coping with them quite well. Obviously the other boat I've got is a lot smaller than this, same battery power, but the hopper's completely different. The hopper on mine is the top loader. This is actually, I'll show you when the boat comes back in. You can actually hook it on the back of the boat or put it inside, it's up to you. My other boat does struggle in waves. It struggles quite bad. There is waves that come over the top of the boat and stuff like that, but it is all fully waterproof and it does allow the water to drain off quite quick. This one sits a lot higher in the water, so it seems to be coping really well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set my next home marker up as just there. I'm just showing where that is. So it's just off the island. I'll spin around so you can hopefully see the headlights on it. So I'm going to set that as my next home button, which is option number 1. Just click it once. Well, I'll have to. These are already registered. So what I'll do is I'll just deregister all these. The way you deregister them is just keep your finger on for 3 seconds on the set button until they turn back white. Once they're back white, you can program again. I'll show you how to program in just a sec. Let me just turn that boat back around. It's drifting off in the wind. So number 3, we'll reset number 3. Right, so we can go back to number 1, and that's where the boat is, just out there, as you can see before. Like I say, I'll just turn the headlights so you can see them. I'm going to set that as my first pretend spot I found. Just click the set button once and the white bit will go to black, which means that that's been registered. If you can't get that, just bear with me because my camera lady says she can't see it. So the black ones, which are the home and that, have now been registered. So what I'll go back to now is, if I go back to the home, can you see that? Well, I can see it. How she can't see it, I'll never know. But you can see the home. And if I just click that, the OK button, that should now bring the boat right back home to where it was. So this is the GPS on it, so it will bring it back. It does show you where it is, and it shows you how far away. It's currently 98 feet away, 95. So it does tell you how far. So if you are in the dark, there is an option for a light, which is just that button there, which lights it up. So again, it's just showing 65 foot. It's coming back. And we'll see how accurate the GPS is on it. So this in the middle of the night would be great. You know you're going to get to every spot every single time. So there we go. Not a million miles away. It does beep to let you know it's here. What we'll do now is we'll just go to option 1, move down to the option 1 so it flashes, and we are now going to take it as it's flashing there, press the OK button, and then hopefully that will go all the way back out towards the island where the single spot was. Now you can't see it, but from where I was stood, it's sort of in line with the little gap on the far bank there. So we'll just see how accurate this is. Again, it seems to be coping with the waves quite bad. It seems to be coping with quite well, should I say. My other boat doesn't have a GPS on it. This does. Both have pros and cons. This boat is like carrying a small weight around with you all the time, and it's ginormous, whereas the Echo 750 is a tiny boat, weighs absolutely nothing, but there's no GPS on it, so it swings in roundabouts. This retails at £1,000, so that's just letting me know that that's in situ, and it's absolutely bang on into where that gap is. So I'm just going to bring the boat back home and I'll show you a couple of features on it. So just do the GPS for home again. So we'll go back to where it says home flashing. Once it flashes, you know where it's going to come. Press the OK button and it's that simple. It tells you it's 124 foot away, 121, 118. That boat's now making its way back to us. So apparently you get a very long charge with these. It's just I think it's a USB-C or something they class it as. I think you get up to 8 hours with the handheld unit, and it's not the best. It's quite tinny and plasticky, and it doesn't feel very comfy. Could it be made smaller? Possibly. That's very light. Yeah, I don't know. It just feels a bit tinny for me, but I think that's because I'm used to the other one. See how this goes. So again, the boat's just come back. You can see how close it is. It's stopping itself. So we are good to go. So just on the back, we've got the bit that you put your bait, your hook, whatever you want to call it, and there is a button on there that's shaped like an anchor. Press that, that's released, and that's the hopper released. Obviously the hopper's manual, so that has to just be clipped back up, and it is magnetic. So again, it does show you as well the hopper if it's released. It's got the two little black circles. If you press it, that releases one hopper, that releases the second hopper. So for now, all looks good. We are off to France in 3 weeks, so I'm not sure whether we're going to be able to try it there. I'm not sure if there is somewhere we can try it. Or should I say, I'm not sure if we're allowed bait boats. If there is, obviously we'll try it. I'm going to try and get away fishing this weekend somewhere local, so we'll give that a bash. Something I forgot to show you on this, it actually does come with lights as well. There is a light button on the front, so the lights do turn on and off. And that's just a light button on there that looks like a light. So quite stealthy, quite good, and the echo seems to be quite decent, to be fair. You can switch between the echo. I'll pop the boat back out so you can just see the echo. So this boat does do an auto test for all the mechanics on board. There is fuses in there as well. To load the batteries, you have to take the lid off the whole boat. Inside you do get to see some 5-amp fuses and stuff. So obviously things can go wrong, but you obviously can change the fuses should you need to. Now the water is quite clear, as you can see. We've got the sonar showing it quite clear. So we're going to just have a drive around, see if we can get some weedy areas, see what it picks up. Also see if the fish finder picks anything up. There is also an auto button as well you can press. It does tell you it goes to auto, and the boat is now on auto. I can turn it if I wish, and it will still go forward. You just click the auto button for it to go forward, left and right. So it all seems quite clear out this section, so let's see if we can go somewhere it's a bit weedy. I will say it's not as detailed as the other boat, as my one. Maybe I'm used to using colours rather than just black and whites, so it is a bit harder to read. They have changed the display on these models now, so they are coloured. but it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be, to be fair. Let's just have a walk over here just so we can keep the eye on the boat. And if anything does go wrong either with the boat or the remote, the boat will go back to the home position it's stored in. It's quite a good feature just in case something does go wrong with it. See a little Jason round here pike fishing. So I'm just going to run over this little weed bed which I can see in front of me. We'll see if it picks anything up on there. So it's not picking anything up weed bed wise, even though I've just gone through a full weed bed. So try this other one. And again, it's not showing anything up there at all. So it's not as detailed as probably most are. So for money wise, compared to the Ridge Monkey one, decent enough. The boat sits higher. It's a lot better with the auto home and everything else on it. I suppose it's just going to get used to living with the weed, trying to suss out what the weed is, trying to suss out what the bottom is. You can see it's all weedy around there, but it's not picking anything up at all. So yeah, I think the only downside to the controller is the bulkiness of it and the fact that it doesn't actually pick up weed, whereas some of the other bait boats do, which I suppose is a big bonus if it picks that weed up, but it doesn't. So I will just have a look at it a little bit more online, try and find out how to detail that graph a little bit better, to suss out what is the bottom, what is the top, and where the fish are. But for now, that is the Carp Royal Baron. They are available angling direct. I think they're £1,000 angling direct. As far as I'm aware, that's the only place you can buy them in the UK. They don't stock them in Germany anymore either. They were only released in 2022. And I think they've actually stopped doing the Baron now as an actual boat. The only place, like I say, you can buy it is angling direct. So is it worth £1,000 compared to the Ridge Monkey one? I suppose it depends where you're going and what you're doing with it. If you're on local ponds, going local areas, you want something light, easy to take, that's probably your best bet. This, I'd say, is definitely more for going to big open waters where you've got lots of acreage. You need to get that precise, the preciseness of the bait drop and your particle mix, whatever you're putting in there to pull down with it as well. The only downside to that is you can't really read the graph, so you are relying on the precisionness of the GPS to get you back to where you are. As far as seeing what depths are like and stuff, you'd probably have to use a drone or something like that, or maybe attach another fish finder to it to be able to see how clear that is. It might just be me reading it wrong, I don't know. I will have a look into that, but there isn't many places you can go for reviews on this, unfortunately. Everything online that you find is either in German or there's nothing online at all. But that's been the Carp Royal Baron. If we get any other features about it, I will talk to you when we try and get away this weekend. I'll take both boats so you can see them back to back and see what they're like. We'll try and put the sonars together as well, so you can compare the two. The depth, clarity, and seeing what one picks up where the other doesn't pick up. So that's it for now. Catch up again very soon.